Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you're doing great. I hope everything's going well and nothing bad is happening. If there are some complications, I hope things work out. But today I am hoping to comfort you with another tarot reading. And if you are new here, hi, hello. I go by Magu. My channel is Magu Universe. I'm so glad you're here. And usually I was going to do like a general reading, but I was thinking we can decide on what is going to happen overall energy wise within this week or the upcoming week. If you are watching this, it really overall it's going to be timeless, so regardless of when you are seeing this video, it is overall just going on like the near future of when you see this video. I hope that makes sense. So it doesn't need to be whenever I post this, because right now when I'm recording this it is a Saturday, so depending on when I post it, really it's timeless. So whenever you watch this video, that's when it's going to be most important for you, assuming that it resonates with you. And of course, if you are here, that probably means that you're here for a reason, and these messages that are going to come out for whatever energies are going to come out for this upcoming week or very, very, very near future for you, whatever's happening, anything good, anything bad, anything you should be watching out for, we will be covering that, and we will be going over and seeing like if there's any advice we can see. So obviously this is like a general reading, so if you do resonate and you like this video and you enjoy me and my company, definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely give me that notification bell if you'd like to hear whenever I do upload another reading. And yeah, I hope we can build a community where we can support each other. So just remember, there's no judgment here. This is just whatever comes out. You can always change your perspectives on whatever's happening in your future. You are the alchemist of your life. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're actually gonna shift gears and see Spirit. I'm using these cards today, so they're just like basic modern cards, assuming there's not gonna be any nudity in here. I don't want that happening because YouTube is very mean. But what? Spirit. Oh, we already have a card and it's hiding inside, flipped upside down. Oh, we have the Lovers. I'm thinking that I will take reversals this time, so we're gonna explain what that means. It just depends on how the direction of this reading is gonna go. What is the energy of the near future for our collective watching today, Spirit? There's a lot of, it feels very clumsy, it feels very unpredictable. It's a card that fell. We have the Devil and we have the Lovers. It's almost like there's a couple of things. I wonder if there's going to be a situation that will cause and force you to actually take accountability for something to balance out a situation. I mean, I can't do much when it comes to what you guys see, but that's the Devil and that's the Lovers. I'm trying to just cover things up because I can't help. I will have more crystals around me so that I can actually be prepared for this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It wanted to go out in reverse, but it came upright. There's a lot of chaotic energy happening. There's your Two of Cups. What is the energy? What's the situation for the general collective? And you're probably going to be wondering, oh, Magu, these are very, very vague. And yes, they are very vague. The reason is because this is a general reading. So definitely take what resonates. I will be speaking as general as I can. And if there's any like downloads that I get, any words from spirit that are very specific and that resonates aggressively, just take that to your own discretion. So overall, we have the Lovers in reverse, we have the Devil. Those are literal opposites to me. Basically, what's going on here is there's balance. It's giving Libra energy. Could be Scorpio energy as well. There's just not a lot of information, but there is success coming about. There's things that are happening that are out of your control. And we've honestly, the past couple of readings have been very divinely guided. Not necessarily when it comes to the cards, because obviously they are, spirit controls the cards. But my point is, there's been a lot of messages that are speaking of like the situation of those of you that are coming to the readings. They have been very, like, the pattern has been very, like, your situation is divinely guided, is what I'm trying to say. So whatever is happening in your life is out of your control. And right now, I think you just need to take care of yourself in order to move forward through this. Things can be painful due to the fact that there is a Lover in reverse. And it's giving, like, a little bit of a sacrifice energy due to the fact that the Lovers and the Devil, to me, are literal opposites. And just the fact that it's the Lovers in reverse and the Devil upright. I keep saying this, but it's a lot of temptation. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of change. Almost karmic relations. There's a card that fell out. Give me 1 second. She don't want to say hi. The Hierophant in reverse. Spirit, can you explain the Wheel of Fortune? The Page of Swords in reverse. Energetic outbursts, I heard. Almost like tantrum is what I heard. Can you explain the Hierophant? The Empress. Okay, I understand a little bit. So there's an energy of change, of course. A lot of change, but it's not necessarily like physical, it's more internal. I just wanted to say real fast, there's just a lot happening around me that usually don't make me anxious. If you are feeling anxious recently, or there are things happening that just cause anxiety, I'm gonna put this here. I feel like there's an energy. So, okay, this is very difficult energy. It's a little bit heavy, but we'll dissect this. I'll definitely figure this out for you guys. But what I'm seeing here is that there is a lot of success happening in the future. There is a lot of success in the near future. And the reason why I'm feeling a lot of change is due to the fact that we have the Empress and the Hierophant in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the two different conflicting energies over here. So there's a lot of conflicting energy, which can cause you to feel like you're not sure of what to do. I feel like there's a lot of people against you. There's that energy for sure. It feels like people are not supportive of you. And there are things that are coming there's something coming full circle. And the Page of Swords in reverse is explaining the Wheel of Fortune. And that's very it's very stubborn energy. It's giving like the Fool, but in a way where it's controlled and you're planning out your steps, and it's gotten to the point where other people think that you're not really. There's a message here where some people just don't know what you're doing, and instead of trying to understand what you're doing, they're just judging you, and you're just trying to figure things out. I feel like you're doing things that are not necessarily traditional, but Spirit is just holding you through this. It seems like you're doing a lot of work, but I feel like other people may see you as someone at this time that is not putting in a lot of work, and that can be really demotivating, causing you to kind of take a step back from what you've been wanting to do or have been doing this entire time. So, Spirit, can you explain the Two of Cups? It feels guilty. It feels guilty. It feels like something that you're doing. Either you did something that you shouldn't have, and it feels guilty. Okay, it's in reverse. Sometimes I pull out cards and it feels like I pulled them out in that position, so I want to just double check that that's what Spirit wanted. And yeah, that's what Spirit wanted. The Five of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of conflict. I felt that conflict. There's a lot of conflict happening. So either you're in a position, my dear watchers, my friends watching this video, either you're in a position where you're essentially in some sort of conflict. There's something happening that is going to cause change in the near future. Either you are in this conflict at this time, or you will be in the very near future, or there is something that is almost threatening a conflict, like the next conversation, the next step, the next day, almost. It feels like there's some sort of out of your control type of situation that's going to cause conflict, that's going to cause a lot of demotivation. But I think this is all just a challenge for you. I feel like this is going to force you to step into your divine femininity. I don't understand entirely just yet how that is going to happen, but overall, I just feel like due to everyone else reacting towards you, you are behaving and taking steps towards whatever situation you are in. Yeah, okay, so I just got the Strength. I'm gonna put them on top just over here. We got the Four of Wands. And we got the Chariot. There's gonna be a lot of pain. And this could be grief. This could be due to a situation. You could be moving, honestly. I feel like there's a situation where you could be moving. I heard lease, so I wonder if something is forcing you to take a different path almost, and it's not necessarily out of your control. You're really like going through the waves as they are coming, not necessarily due to your planned timing. So, and this is building strength for you this time. This is going to allow you to celebrate in the future due to the fact that you're going to be developing your divine feminine energy a little bit more. There will be conflict, there will be pain, but Spirit is essentially doing this form of support. It's very weird. I'm trying to understand, because I'm not understanding what the situation is, but I'm just trying. I hope it makes sense to you guys. I hope it does. There's strength in your behavior, in the way that you react towards the situation. The fact that you are stubborn may come off a little bit impulsive to yourself even, and to others especially. I feel like some people don't like you for that reason, and they may not like you for what you decide to do in your day-to-day life, in your most recent, approach. But I don't think those are the same people that really support you. So I wouldn't really worry. I would definitely just trust the process. That's the most that you can do, is just trust the process, Like when you're creating something more like a painting, and it just all looks wrong when you start, but you just really need to trust the process, because right now it's messy, and right now it's scary, and right now you generally just need to trust whatever's going to happen. On the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I think there is potential for success. However, there is some sort of blockage, and I think that this is due to this conflict. I wonder if you have the need to prove yourself right, and that could be causing that conflict as well, because there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of pain. I think you need to find that balance within yourself, to not need to feel tempted to prove yourself right, because you have your own path and everyone else is just judging you. And I think this is like the last thing in your life, like the chapter wise. Whatever's happening here is going to be like very, very close to the end. We have a lot of fives, like a lot of like 5 energy, like the number 5, and that's overall just an energy of change. I just don't think it doesn't feel like you're stepping into this new chapter just yet. It feels like you are quite literally just wrapping up whatever's happening from an outside perspective. Spirit is helping you wrap up this chapter basically, but you're not necessarily stepping out of this chapter and starting something new just yet. It feels like this change is kind of out of your control. It feels unmotivating. It's painful. I feel like there's overall, again, like there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of rebellion. So either you're going through this right now, or you will be. And, of course, if you don't want to, you are the alchemist of your own life. But I'm sure you're watching this reading to gain some sort of advice, to see what could you do, because I do feel a lot of anxiety around this, and I want you to know that you are safe and you are loved no matter what happens. Remember that if you are doing something for yourself and you're not harming anyone, then there is no reason for people to be pissed off. I feel like there's a lot of people that want the best for you, but at the same time, they wouldn't care. I think there's just a lot of pain. I feel like you're going through a lot of grief. And right now, you're kind of unmotivated at the moment. You're supported. There's no judgment. I want you to know that you're loved, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. It's heavy. It really is heavy, but know that within the pain that you have here, you still have yourself. You're building your own character. You have the strength to move through this. Because, Spirit wouldn't put this in front of your path if they knew that you couldn't do it. You're being challenged right now, almost to prove yourself. You have no one to prove but yourself. You don't need to prove anyone else. And I know it may feel like very stubborn at times, where you just need to tell people, like, stop talking about me in such a way, like, I'll show you that I can do this. I'll show you. And it can be very indulgent at times, and that can cause you to go towards a path that is very painful. I have the need to get a very specific deck, so I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about the shaking. But amidst the chaos, we will find a way. We will find the positive things. I brought my trusty Oracle deck. She's really good when it comes to, like, hard energies. So I think you don't need any more consoling. I think you just need a lot of support. I think you already know what you're doing, and all you need is just to listen to Spirit, because Spirit knows what's best for you. Spirit is just trust, and that is where the strength is coming from. Just trust in your strength, trust in the divine, in yourself. You can take care of yourself. You can move through this, and those that will support you will move through with you. As long as you are authentic to yourself. There's no need to prove yourself to anyone but yourself. So I brought this one. It's been calling. She's been screaming. She said, hey, come here. Come get me. So I had to go to the other room to go pick her up. Because I don't use her very often. But this deck, the Starseed Oracle, she's really good when it comes to hard energies, and just, you need a pick-me-up. You're gonna feel, I hope you feel loved from her, because she helps me a lot whenever I'm sad or depressed. So Spirit, how can you help in this situation? What is there some advice? We're gonna pull 3, and if we need more, we'll definitely pull more. Okay, all of them want to fly out. Spirit, is there any advice for this? For the collective? So 3, okay. So, are we taking reversals? No, we're not. Okay, so you have empathic starseed, absorbing what's not yours. So unfortunately, if you do relate to being a starseed, that's confirmation. I hope that is confirmation for you. Overall, I feel like if you do relate to that, if not, maybe you just have a tendency to take in what other people feel. It's typically like it. I mean, I don't know how you would be doing that if you're not an empath. I feel like it's really easy to just understand the fact that, like, empaths are people overall, like myself. I definitely relate to this. You will see another person, if they are struggling with the fact that you are doing something that they don't like, you're going to feel that pain, and it's going to feel very conflicting with what you want to do, and generally all you want is just to be supported. And that's just what it's talking about. Spirit is saying that you are overall at the moment absorbing what is not yours, which is, I feel like we've been mentioning throughout this reading. You don't need to prove yourself to other people. As long as you're doing things for yourself and you are happy and you're not hurting anyone, and it's all good. Like, there's no need for other people to be triggered by you. And I know that can be triggering because you just want to make other people happy, and it can be very frustrating if they're not supporting you. And I feel like you're the type of person where it may feel like it's so unfair because you're the one that's supporting other people, and those people could care less. They're just gonna tell you what they want you to do so that it makes sense to them, basically. Yeah. So we got Inner Earth. It says you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Spirit is wanting you to know that you are supported. I feel like we felt that through the Empress. We felt that overall you are supported and you are loved no matter what you do, what you choose to do. As long as you're happy, as long as you are reaching your highest potential because you are already doing everything that is best when it comes to the Empress. So you're doing what's best for you, and other people are just triggered. And, Spirit is just explaining to you that you will survive this. There will be a solution to this. Everything will resolve. Just keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on being your best self. You don't need to prove yourself to other people because that can lead to temptation, and that can lead to more pain. And, well, there can be more pain regardless if you're going through struggles at the moment. But just know that it will pass. You just need to hold on at the moment. So, and then we have Lost Lands. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So I wonder actually if you do resonate with reincarnation, and if that basically rings a bell to any one of you guys watching. I wonder if this is a reoccurring situation and you are challenged to move through this, and every time you fail to move through this in the best, highest potential with your highest self, I feel like this could be like one of those huge challenges for you in your life for your soul contract, if that resonates. And I know that would be like, oh, Magu, how is that supposed to support me? Well, I'm saying, like, that's just to reassure the fact that what you're doing is correct. What you're doing right now is good. And it can be very easy to let your temptations just run wild and do what you think is best for you in the 3D, where it's like proving other people wrong, doing what other people want you to do. Spirit wants you to do what is best for you, what you want to do. And right now, I feel like you're recognizing that, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, it feels like a repeated cycle with that Wheel of Fortune, like cycles constantly. And it feels like no matter how you try to prove other people, they are not gonna understand. Like, I know it's easy to just try to be like they're not gonna understand, unfortunately, no matter what you try to do to try to prove them wrong and get them on your side. If they're not on your side in the first place, and you explain to them and ask for their help and support, and they're just not in it, they're not gonna be in it in general. You don't need to seek their approval, and you may offer them an opportunity to support you, but if they don't want to and they're judging you, that's not support, honey. No, you don't need that. And I think that's one of the challenges right now, is like recognizing that you are allowed to do what you want to do. You don't need permission. You're allowed to do what you want to do. I actually want to pull one more card, so I feel like there's something missing, you know? Spirit, is there anything else you could tell us to support the collective today? Is there anything else you can tell us? I think you already know. I will try to get a card out, but it's very difficult because it seems like nothing really wants to go out. It's very organized. Oh, there is one, and it's in reverse. This one came out in reverse. Usually my cards, I like taking them upright, but I just feel inclined to take this one in reverse. Activated Earth, power places, key lines, trust where you're led. And if oh, okay. Yeah, Spirit wants you to choose. Because usually that's a card of like, just trust the process, right? And we've been saying like, just trust the process. Everything's going the way it should be. But I feel like you're in a position where you are relying on other people to choose for you. And because they're not supporting you, it can be very frustrating. And at the moment, Spirit is saying, well, you've done the work. You've been patient. You've been waiting. You've been doing everything right. Now I think you need to realize that you need more support, and you need to tell people that. You need to express that need. Even if it's like asking Spirit for help. Like very specific help, not just, oh, can you help me with this? It could be very, very specific. If you want something to happen a very specific way, you know, reach out to Spirit. Hey, what can I do to do this? Because I want this really badly, and I want things to work out the way I want it to. Or you could even talk to Spirit. Why is it happening this way? Spirit wants you to talk to them, and Spirit wants you to know that you are the one that is in control in this situation, and this is your situation. I'm not saying like this is your fault. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like this is your playground at the moment. Do what works best for you, because you're allowed to. You're allowed to move through this. You're allowed to move and do what makes you happy. You don't need to. A lot of these cards, they don't really have like figures or people except for here, and it feels like metaphorically, instead of waiting for that mirror to like go through you so you can go into this new portal that you want in this life that you want, you have to take that step and recognize what is best for you. And you need to take that step to change the cycles that you have been going through, so that, you know, going back to the reincarnation thing, you have learned that lesson. You have learned the fact that you deserve something new. You deserve to do what is best for you. You don't need to choose because other people want you to choose something for their own benefit. That's not healthy. It's not helpful at all. It only hinders your growth. And this overall, I think, is a growth in itself. So yeah, this was deep. And you're loved. Remember, you're loved, and this is your playground. You're allowed to play in it. You know, everyone is allowed to play in the playground. There's not one specific child that is only allowed to play in the playground. It's public use. If you needed that, I hope that helps. But I hope this helped you. I'm happy you're here, and if you enjoyed this reading, definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and give me the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post. So I think honestly something very small that could help is just being out in the sun and allowing yourself to just feel the sun more often, because all of these cards are very light, and overall I just think you need more reassurance literally from the light. And I think that's where your creativity and your peace will come from easier. But remember, it's all within you. You don't need to seek it from somewhere. And that's also something that I wanted to mention that Spirit wants you to know. So yeah, I think that is all that I have for you guys. And as always, if you have any questions, definitely comment them below. Or if you want to just say hi, definitely say hi. So yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. This was lovely. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye!